Good evening, Norcal Karters. So tonight, this is your weekly update for July 29th, and August is going to be very, very, very busy. Very busy for a lot of clubs in the area, and also very busy for some of our national teams that are based out of NorCal, and I'll get into that here in a moment. But we have a lot of events in August. So I know it's July 29th, but the first thing on the calendar is the BlueMax Kart Club board meeting. That is this Thursday, August 1st, in Woodland at the Round Table. And that is our first event. So that is the BlueMax board meeting. But the actual racing, we have August 4th, this Sunday, BlueMax Kart Club race number 4. And that's going to be on Sunday, August 4th. You can go to norcalkarters.com, go under our calendar, and you can click on a link that'll go right to the registration page. August 9th through the 11th, we have the SuperKarts USA Summer Nationals at Newcastle. So that's on our NorCal calendar because there's a few teams that are making the trek back east for the SuperKarts USA Summer Nationals. And I know for sure we have GFC / Gary Carlton Racing. I know they're heading back. I know Leading Edge Motorsports is heading back. And if I'm forgetting a team, please chime in and say, hey, Jason, you forgot to mention us for the SuperKarts USA Summer Nationals. I don't mind a little bit of feedback. And that is, again, August 9th through the 11th. And actually, it's cool hearing about the teams going back, but I'd like to hear about some of the local drivers going back as well. So if you want to chime in, or if you want to put a post on our blog, on our Facebook page, etc., that would be fine too. So that would be it. Actually, I'm going to try a little new feature. I forgot I was actually live. Usually I record these. That was my second of the recording. So I'm going to try this live chat thing to see if anyone's out there. See how this thing works. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. I actually took notes, wrote everything down, and then it's like, ooh, there's a cool feature. Butterfly. And that's 3 ums. So back to the script. Okay, August 9th through the 11th. SuperKarts USA, Newcastle, Summer Nationals. So for those of you who have never been to Newcastle, put it on your bucket list. It's a beautiful track. The facility's beautiful. The track layout is beautiful. It's just I don't want to say a perfect go-kart track, but it is definitely a favorite of many racers. And usually Newcastle draws a pretty good crowd for the SuperKarts USA group, because it is such a beautiful track. So if you haven't seen any videos, check them out on YouTube. Maybe I'll try to find some and post them in my blog post that I'll attach this podcast to. And we'll do that. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. We'll find a nice video, maybe some onboard footage of Newcastle. And we have on to NorCal. August 11th, that same weekend, Sunday, August 11th, is Kinsmen Kart Club. They have their club race. It's the warm-up for the Gold Rush at the end of the month. And they are running it backwards. Dixon is a lot of fun backwards. Davis actually is a lot of fun backwards as well. But Dixon is a lot of fun backwards. And I know we're talking about the Dixon track, but then I got sidetracked. Again, butterflies flying around, and I get sidetracked. And just all the fun tracks that are almost more enjoyable backwards. And maybe it's just because it's different. But again, Kinsmen Kart Club, August 11th. That's a Sunday. That's in 2 weeks. They are going to be running backwards in preparation for their Gold Rush race on August 31st and September 1st, which will also be backwards. So check them out. August 17th and the 18th is the Central California Kart Racing Association. So that race is going to be at the Fresno Fairgrounds. I'm not going to BS you. I don't know anything about that race. All I know is I'm personally going down there. I'm bringing my 125 kart. I'm going to go try that track out. It looks like it's a permanent temporary track, so I want to give that one a shot on that Saturday, mainly just for practice. But that is August 17th and 18th. That's the Central California Kart Racing Association at the Fresno Fairgrounds. And for us old people, that's the Kerman Kart Club. And again, that's going to be the Fresno Fairgrounds, August 17th and 18th. That same weekend, August 17th and 18th, we have the Sanzaru Rock Cup event at Sonoma. So again, August 17th and 18th, that's a busy little weekend. Sanzaru Rock Cup Sonoma. And August 18th, if you want to stay in the Sacramento area, Prairie City has a club race. So again, a very, very packed August. And August 22nd to the 25th, the Vortex Rock Cup USA group have, is it have or has? I'll have to look that up. They have an event in Amarillo, Texas. They call their one-off national events festivals. And the whole idea is to have a gathering of the best racers, one-off events, winner takes all, and they focus on good racing and having fun. So even though it's national, they're focusing on the good racing and having fun. That's August 22nd to the 25th. Again, that's the Vortex Rock Cup Festival in Amarillo, Texas. And I should have done a little bit more research on this. I believe the Amarillo circuit is a replica of an F1 track in Turkey. And if someone corrects me on that, that'd be great. So it's either a replica or a mirrored image, and I believe it is the Turkey F1 circuit. So that, again, that was August 22nd through the 25th. And the KPX guys, they actually sponsored us a couple of races ago to head out to Prairie City. They will be heading to Reno for their KPX event. That is going to be the final KPX up in Reno. Very busy weekend for a lot of racers. That's August 24th and 25th. Also check out the KPX Facebook page because they had a professional photographer, videographer come out to Stockton, and they did some filming and they posted on their Facebook page. So again, the KPX guys, they hired a guy, I'm just going to call him Teddy B Films because that's what his Facebook page said. So they hired Teddy B Films, and they did a little 30-second, 45-second video shoot out at KPX and produced it and put it online. So go check that out. Share that with your friends if you're looking for some video stuff. And also that same weekend, Monday, August 26th, is the NCK, Northern California Karters. They're road racers. They're going to be at Thunderhill at the 3-mile track. So again, that is going to be August 26th at the 3-mile track, and that's a Monday. Again, Monday. NCK Road Racers, it's going to be a Monday, the 26th. And if you go to the Norcal Karters calendar at norcalkarters.com, we have a link on that event so you can register. And I already mentioned that we had the Gold Rush coming up. And so Gold Rush is going to be the weekend of August 31st / September 1st. So that is going to be the Gold Rush race at Dixon. The Gold Rush will also be backwards. So their club race on August 11th is a warm-up for the Gold Rush at the end of the month. Both will be backwards. And I'm kind of torn on that weekend. So we have Gold Rush, which is a great little regional series between 3 tracks, and their members support all the races. But I have to give a plug to a SoCal event. It's the Formula Karting Championship and the California Rock Cup Championship at Cal Speed on that same weekend. So they will have more information coming up. But it's 2 organizers, 2 competitors. They kind of put their differences aside for an event, decided to do a co-op, co-marketing event. That's August 31st, September 1st at Cal Speed. For those of you that don't know where Cal Speed is, that is Fontana, California, so it's SoCal. But the CRC and the FKC have a tendency to draw some of our Norcal drivers down south, primarily the shifter guys or the Vortex guys, because they both have very similar programs. So that should be exciting to keep an eye out for. So like I said, I'm torn. It's not quite Norcal, but it is two promoters working together to promote a single event. So I really want to see how that one turns out. And again, that's the Formula Karting Championship guys and the California Rock Championship group. So that's Kelvin Chen and Andy Seisman. So that is our upcoming August. Like I said, there is a lot of information in August going on as far as racing. So please go to norcalkarters.com, click on our calendar, and check them out. And I'm going to keep preaching this till I see more spectators. Even if you're not racing, show up to a local event, pay the gate fee, watch some racing, and just support the racers. And bring a friend out. So that's about it. And let's see. That's it for August. That's it. There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot going on. But that is it on my notes for that one. I'm going to rewind back a weekend. So, Northern Nevada Kart Club, it's a little hindsight, but they had a night race this past weekend, and I am working with them to get their events on the calendar because I know the Reno track is a favorite for many people. But they had their night race this weekend. It looked like it went pretty well. And again, I'm working with them to get their calendar live on the norcalkarters.com calendar. And also new on our website is we added a subscribe button on the right-hand side. So norcalkarters.com, scroll over to the right-hand side. If you're on a mobile device, scroll to the bottom. We actually have a subscribe button for newsletters, upcoming events, and other news that you may or may not be interested in. Hopefully you are interested in it. But we are going to start pushing a newsletter out. And we received some feedback that some of the local racers want to have an actual email with the upcoming events as a reminder so they can plan ahead. Most of the feedback seems to be between that 2 and 4 week out period. So we will start doing that. We're going to do it with podcasts, Facebook posts. Everything will be going through the norcalkarters.com site. And we will also be implementing the weekly newsletter for upcoming race events. And so we're going to be doing that. I'm pretty excited about that. I started working on it last week, just working out some small little kinks. And other stuff we have going on. Damn it. That was the 5th time I said But I'm doing a lot better than usual, I think. I'm running out of time. I got about 15 minutes total, and I didn't realize I was already 12 minutes in. But I want to touch on branding, and this is going to be a plug for my t-shirt sales. But what I will do is I will cut this one short, and I will do another podcast on branding because it's important, not because they're my shirts, but just my general view on why you should support series or tracks or clubs or shops with shirts. And I will get into that again on another podcast. I thought I would have time to do it tonight, but there's just so much racing going on in August that I have to cut this one short. I try to keep them to under 15 minutes so I don't bore you with my rambling. So I will recap this podcast. August 1st, BlueMax board meeting. August 4th, BlueMax club race. NorcalKarters.com, click on the calendar, you can register there. August 9th through the 11th, SuperKarts USA in Newcastle. August 11th, back to NorCal, Kinsmen Kart Club out of Dixon, backwards. August 17th and 18th, Central California Kart Racing Association. I will personally be down there to check out that track for the first time. August 17th and 18th is the Rock Cup Sonoma event, sponsored by Sanzaru. August 18th is Prairie City Club Race. August 22nd through the 25th, Vortex Rock Cup in Amarillo, Texas. August 24th and 25th, KPX Reno. August 31st, September 1st, Gold Rush Dixon. And August 31st, September 1st, FKC and CRC at Cal Speed. That's